I'm Peter Littlefair. I'm a partner and specialist in personal injury litigation at Balfour+Manson. My team also includes David Short and Julie Clark-Spence in Aberdeen as well, and we're recognised for excellence in personal injury. We use our legal expertise to help people who have suffered with personal injury through somebody else's fault to get them the best compensation possible. Balfour+Manson is currently going through a period of growth. We've just opened our Glasgow office, so we're now based in Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen and Portlethen, and we're seeing our ability to bring our legal expertise to more people across Scotland. A personal injury claim is a legal process where somebody has been physically or emotionally harmed due to somebody else's fault, negligence, recklessness, or intention. The common examples are car accidents, maybe accidents at work. We do a lot of incidents where people are injured abroad. They may have also suffered from some sort of industrial disease, but it's a range of ways that people are injured in our society due to somebody else's fault. This is a very common question we get at the start of every case. The simple answer is it's losses that are connected to the accident that they have suffered. That's usually through the injury, so you have your simple pain and suffering that you go through. Often that leads to loss of income, may lead to loss of pension as well if that income loss has been a significant period. Care claims, rehabilitation such as physiotherapy or any sort of emotional therapy that you may require. And there's a number of associated losses with that, travel costs, these sort of smaller losses that people suffer as well. But every case is slightly different, and I think the advisor that you get and the solicitor that you get will advise you on what we can recover and what we need to look at. So we always invite that conversation from our clients throughout the case. Balfour+Manson deals with a wide variety of personal injury cases, which would include car accidents, accidents at work, slips and trips in the street, all the way through to our more specialist work, such as aviation work or accidents abroad or industrial disease. However you've been injured, we can usually look at that and deal with the inquiry. Generally, you have 3 years from the date of accident for a personal injury case. There are some exceptions to that, and for example, incidents that may happen at sea or in the air have a lower time bar at 2 years. But generally, we recommend our clients come to us as soon as possible after the incident because there's an importance of preserving evidence, and witnesses will have a better memory of what happened to you in relation to that accident as well. So don't delay in making your inquiry. Children have a longer period for time bar. They have a period for 3 years from their 16th birthday in order to make a claim. And that's an important distinction to make for their cases. The majority of our cases are signed up onto what's known as a no-win, no-fee agreement. So that means that if we're not successful in relation to your case, you're not charged for the service. If we are successful, we take a percentage of your compensation as a payment, and that percentage is agreed with you up front before we start any work. There's no hidden or extra costs involved, and you'll have the agreement right from the start of the case. Every case has a slightly different process, but as a generality, your case will be initially investigated by Balfour+Manson. A letter of claim will be submitted on your behalf to the wrongdoer, and they will then do an investigation, decide whether they want to compensate you or not. If they do want to compensate you, we will have you examined by an independent medical expert and thereafter look to negotiate settlement in your case. If your case is not capable of being resolved, we may require to bring litigation on your behalf in order to resolve that dispute. Each type of claim will take a different amount of time. Some cases can be resolved within 6 months, and some cases take longer depending on the amount of investigation, the injuries that you've sustained, and thereafter whether we require to bring court action on your behalf. But we wouldn't want to rush into any form of settlement. You only get one chance to settle your case, and we want to achieve the best possible outcome from your case in getting it to a conclusion. As well as your claim for compensation, you have to include all of your other losses within the one case. So that will include your wage loss, your pension loss, any equipment that you've required to assist you with your injury, any rehabilitation. It may also include travel costs, taxes. There's a wide range of financial losses that you may suffer as well. And that may also include things like repairing your car or recovering your bike that's been damaged in any sort of accident. Every case is different in the level of compensation you receive. At Balfour+Manson, we'll send you to an independent medical expert to assess the injury you sustained as a result of this incident, but also the prognosis of those injuries as well. And only at that stage we'll be able to begin to give you an estimate of what compensation you might be able to recover. There's a range of circumstances that we might require to bring court action. Usually it's because we've simply not recovered compensation for you through a pre-litigation process. Usually there might be a dispute in liability, or your case may simply not have a good enough offer in order to settle the case pre-litigation. So the court is there to resolve any disputes between the parties. The majority of cases will settle before a court, and the court system is set up to bring parties closer together towards settlement. Balfour+Manson will keep you updated at every step of the court action, and will prepare your case as if it's going to go to court at the end of it. And through that procedure, we see that our expertise in the investigation we bring to cases usually brings around a resolution. If you are partly at fault for an accident, the court may deduct a percentage for your contribution to the accident. If you have a prior medical condition, the independent medical expert will attribute that in their prognosis and come to a conclusion on the balance of probabilities or on a reasonable basis for what injuries this incident has caused. Balfour+Manson is well recognised for its excellence in relation to personal injury litigation. We provide you with a very personal service, and you're given a solicitor to act on your behalf throughout the case, and we will ensure that we get your case to the best possible conclusion and the best possible compensation for you. Balfour+Manson provides legal excellence, professionalism, personal service and discretion for our clients, with a view to achieving the best possible outcome for you.